So unfortunately, resetting of the game did not replenish the item cards. So we're gonna continue ahead and do muscle on. So I'm thinking that we'll just go ahead and do this one, although to be completely fair, I do not like any of the levels that we have access to. Let's go ahead and do this one, I guess. We are kind of forced between things here. Oh yeah, let's do Link and Young Link one off. But yeah, topic of discussion for this video is going to be Splatoon again. More so because since the last recording session, I have put some major progress in, more specifically into also I should probably command Young Link to follow Link. Yeah, I put some major progress in that I want to talk about. That being, first of them being, I have 5-starred Forge Pro, or Splash Shot Pro. The notable thing about that is it is one of my mains, and the weird thing is like it took me a bit to actually get there, only because I have just been enjoying 4-starring weapons more so than sticking with just one weapon, but I have kind of found a good way to do both. I'm set up with both. That being, I 4-star one weapon and then I log in 100,000 points into the weapon I'm currently 5-starring, and like that gets me far. Although that being said, the next weapon I 5-star of the one I'm currently doing will kind of get to see more specifically how far that can go. Only because with the Splash Shot Pro specifically, I did use that weapon to solely grind for the silver Booyah badge bomb, Booyah bomb badge, which is just basically getting 180 wins where you use that special within the match. Nothing overly major, but that alone did kind of place me at 500,000 precious points, which is about roughly halfway to the goal of 5-starring a weapon. And the weapon I'm currently 5-starring, the Octobrush, was near 200,000, which don't really remember why. I think I did kind of place a lot more weapon, like I did use it a bit to get the or to finish off the wins I needed to get this silver Zipcaster badge. But I mean, it's something. Okay, where is Imp? I think Imp is over this way. Although that being said, I am still going to be using the Splash Shot Pro specifically to get through rank up matches, as rare as that may be. Just because like I don't really see myself doing that quite a bit. I don't know, maybe after I've like 5-starred and 4-starred all the weapons I want to, I will kind of turn my focus more towards thingy thing. Yeah. Towards getting a high rank and maybe even doing X rank or something. I'm not entirely sure. I'll do something. I'll do something with it. But yeah, one thing I definitely probably won't do is grind up for gold beer bomb. Only because I kind of get the I kind of feel like that beer bomb specifically has kind of lost like all of its hype factor for me. Like it's also just a special I use. Like I feel like even triple splashdown has more hype factor than beer bomb. Like, I don't know. I don't know what specifically it is about that special that has turned me off from it, but like I don't exactly want to like, it's not a special I think of using much. Well, that being said, it didn't exactly help that for a long time. The only why? I mean, I will use this. It feels wrong using an item that I'm just currently using, but using an item that I will probably be saving up, but like, you know, whatever. I'll work towards getting this out of the way, since I believe the 5,000s are the good ones. Sure, we'll use it on Dolph. Why not? Yeah. It definitely did not help that for the longest time. The only weapon with Beer Bomb that I felt like using was Spellshot Pro, and then eventually S-Blast 91, I believe it is. Okay, I think depending on how long these levels are, I'm thinking that from here on out, apart from this one, I will kind of speed these up, just because, like, I don't really want to spend overly too long on these things. You know? Like, just because I don't. Like, these are just essentially rack up your carry count with, like, extra steps. You know? I'm not exactly you handle these. Okay, I'm hoping that you kind of go a lot smoother, only because we are under the time limit. And I'm fairly sure that even here we are kind of forced to get 1200 KOs. Can you? You know what? Fuck it. We have these for a reason, and we can get more thanks to the fairy skills. Like, we can do this. Like, we don't exactly need to worry about it at all. But yeah, although now I'm kind of considering, at least 4-starring all of the weapons that have Beer Bomb, like, and I think that's as far I'm going to take it. If I just so happen to get the gold Beer Bomb, which is very unlikely, considering how much you have to do or use it, Yeah, I'll just take it. You know, a badge is a badge. You know. But pretty much what I'm saying is I'm not aiming towards getting the gold Booyah Bomb anytime soon, or at all even. Only kind of exception to 4-starring all of the Booyah Bomb weapons is Aerospray, because I'm not entirely sure I wanted to use it. Although that being said, I do kind of want to 4-star all the shark weapons, and Aerospray rears its ugly head there again. Although that being said, with shark, I'll have to use a Brella, and so far, all my experiences with Brella weapons haven't been good. Like, I think at most it's been subpar. I don't know, I have to use the Brella again to get a better opinion on it, I think. You know? But yeah, speaking of shark, I'm currently using, 4-starring the Reflux Deco, and at the moment I might suck at it because most of my kills with the weapon have been with its special weapon and not the weapon itself, but I really do not like the fact that it's kind of being tainted as the missile spam weapon in my eyes, because not only is it the only stringer to have a charge hold, which, come on, give it to more weapons, please. Probably go as far as to say that getting the one-shot kills with it is probably the most satisfying stringer to use to get the one-shot kills with it. Only because of its range being so short, especially compared to the other weapons, the other stringers. Like, I don't know, just hearing that satisfying, like, I don't know how to describe it. If it's more of like a clap or something. Like, it is a sound. Don't get it twisted, it's a sound. Like, I'm trying to figure out if it's more of a clicking sound. You know? Like, how exactly would you describe it? Huh. Maybe it's more of a plonk. Because I know just using the, like, just firing off uncharged shots is more of a tap. Like a tap, 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 tap sort of thing. Just gotta say that people watching this who, like, are not aware of Splatoon at all, it's like, what the fuck you on about? But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, 4-starring with that weapon. Especially since it's the long? Trying to remember the last time I used a shark weapon. I think it was Tetra. Honestly, I think it was just Tetra. It's either Tetra or Dread Ringer. Now that I think about it. Like, either one of those two. You know? But yeah, thingy thing. Yeah, I guess my grind for Gold Zipcaster has been going well. Definitely helps that I'm 5-starring Octobrush. It's just that. In terms of, or because I do want to 4-star all the weapons with Zipcaster and maybe even 5-star a few more to get the rest of the way. it just feels weird to me that I'm currently working on putting in more effort towards 5-starring the Octobrush than I am 4-starring the last unique weapon with Zipcaster, you know? Although, I guess that being said, I will give myself some slack only because I did 4-star the other... No, I did 4-star the classic Squiffer somewhat recently, so like, I guess I'll give myself just a little bit of slack for that. But I don't know, I really would really prefer This is the first item to replenish. Why is that? I'm on to you, game. What are you doing? But anyway, here is a hopefully a vanilla level with Lana, and I will kind of go over this. Although no, I believe you would be a pair. I don't... How do I want to tackle this? You know what, yeah, I'll just do it. I'll bite the bullet and use this. It's a little bit thrown off considering the fact that we just did this level. I don't know, maybe it's just a thing of the few stunning levels, if they do happen to have a thingy thing, then they will not respawn, but other levels will? Or later levels will? Maybe? I'm hoping that's the case. Although that being said, it's kind of weird how there's like a radius in which there would be levels that won't respawn the item tiles at all. Like, why? Before we start the level, let's check these. Okay. The whole keep thing. And onward we go. Yeah, let's go this way, I'm thinking. Just because I'm not a fan of how close Link is towards the towards this keep. It's like anything else will reducing the threat that he's in would be for the best, I'm thinking. Also, of course, something I can show off now. No, that's the wrong one. Benefit info. Okay, from this, which I believe is a new addition to the 3DS version, we can see what keeps exactly have a treasure waiting for them, or waiting for us. So we'll have to hit southeast tree and the fairy fountain to find that heart piece for Lana. Also, yeah, something I'm kind of considering doing a little bit more is, even if I really do not want to, is trying out the weapons that I would otherwise not be a fan of. Case in point, Lana's spear. Like, just because, like, you know, I kind of felt the same way towards Agatha, and then I really got to use her, and kind of found some enjoyment with using her, you know? So, like, I'm hoping I can see a positive side towards these weapons that I otherwise would not like. You know, worst case scenario that I would just end up hating them, despising them even more, you know? As you do. I just realised that there's been one thing that's been kind of staring me in the face that just have not mentioned at all. Although I'll chalk that up to the amount of, like, to the sheer lack of vanillas we've been having. That being the fact that we can teleport around the map. To be completely honest with you, I thought that ability was more useful than it was. But the thing that I don't so much like about it is the fact that you do have to go to the owl statues, and, you know, spending the time heading towards the owl statues instead of just having them be unlocked is annoying. Also the fact that, you know, like, you know, despite the fact that you know, switching items is quite easy, I'm not so much a fan of the fact that you do kind of have to switch towards the ocarina to teleport. And let's be completely honest, I feel like the time saved by using the ocarina is very, very, very slight compared to just running there in most situations. Plus, the fact that, you know, there's a whole thing of, thingy thing. Oh, the fact that you have to go out of your way to, unlock them. Like, I think I want to say there's very few maps that actually using the owl statues would be a benefit, you know. Like, I think Twilight Field would be the most thing. Plus, I feel like even going a bit further, what was I saying? Like, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, right. The levels you want the owl statues for often don't have the owl statues, so just end up not using them at all. You know. Okay, I'm not so much a fan of where they are. I believe they're heading up towards Toon Link. But I mean, we're not too far behind. We can quickly run up to them. This might be a bit sacrilegious to say, but like, I feel like using None of Spears isn't so bad. It's just the fact that okay, you're here. I was expecting you to appear only after we finished the level condition. Okay, but I think you should be here. Okay, cool. Thingy thing. Yeah, the standard attacks feel better to use than her other weapons, but her special attacks do kind of feel a bit lacking, I feel. Like, That's how I would kind of say it. I prefer the centered attacks of this weapon, but the special attacks of her other weapons, I think. Specifically that of the gate, or the summoning gate. That's just a very fun weapon to use. So now that my mind's on differences between this version and other versions, I guess specifically the Wii U version, I'll mention it when it's more relevant, but a collectible we can find around the map is fairy food. Specifically gold tiered fairy food. Fairy food specifically works a little bit differently than other things, that being, instead of being found in chests, it's found in pots around the thing, or around the keeps. And I suppose in a way they work a little bit like weapons do, in the fact... hold on. In the fact that once you unlock, or once you find / unlock the gold tier food, you can then go on to find that type of food in drops. So, that sort of thing. But one thing that is unique to the fairy fruit is the fact that over time it will replenish. So, if you wanted to find a specific type of golden food, you could just keep going back to that level and keep finding it again and again. What really small that is. You know. How quickly did we do some levels in the Wii version? That was 7 minutes. Okay, you know, I forget if we have to use the Wind Waker and play the level again to get the thing. But I'm thinking that because we have a pair spare and we have being this level will give us a salvage arm, I'm thinking I might as well go ahead and do this level, even if it is a Racket Care account. But yeah, still have a back end to do, and we will still have to do this, but I'm thinking I'll do a manager here. But yeah, I'm hoping that in between episodes we will be able to clear out this field a little bit. I'm hoping that we won't really have as many cases as this is now. I'm thinking that if I absolutely have to, in between episodes when I'm kind of clearing things out, I will use the item card shop for that. Only because, from what I can see, we've only had one item replenish. So, yeah. But until then, that has been Lucio. Disregard everything in the moment Ortiz was saying, because I don't know what the fuck they were on about. Because to be honest, while there is no set limit for these episodes in terms of episode length, I do kind of prefer them to be on the shorter side, like maybe less than 30 minutes around there, and like, did he just forget that he had to do a second playthrough of a level? It's like, motherfucker wanted to do another level. It's like, what? But yeah, which is why I'll be putting that level in next episode. But because of how I want to change how I cover them, I feel like that would be towards the end of the episode instead of beginning an episode with one of those levels. Even if that will kind of make that episode a little bit weird in terms of pacing. Because like there will be just like a gap between time periods, like going back in time and doing a level. Although that being said, it is a level that we do have to do twice, so who really knows? But yeah, this was an easy level to do. Why I just did not mention anything about it so far, but yeah. So I'm kind of thinking that for these things I shouldn't force myself to go for the entire runtime of the second run through. Like, I can just let music play. Like, that is totally an option, even if I don't entirely like it. But yeah, do the thing.